I think this should be good. I'm sorry about that. It just, crashed and we couldn't get it back, but...
Yeah.
I think it should be okay now.
Alright. Yeah, that's annoying. But, yeah.
Whoops. Well...
It's true there was another customer in that restaurant.
Oh, that's what going on.
She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh.
Can I not put my arm in this thing? There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you.
Oh, witness, what have you got to say? That's cute. Sorry? He was alright. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go.
That's something to think about?
You's got it all wrapped up nice, alright? But you's missed out on one real important thing.
But that can't be.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid, too. I lied about all of that. But I couldn't have poisoned him, you see? What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Ha! What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Trebian between yourself and the victim? As to the victim. Yeah, I loaned out cash, about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know. Real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. L was $50,000. Yeah, well, you got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know, the VIG?
I don't know. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive? He has to have one, but what is it?
I'm gonna save again.
Yes.
I'm not sure. They didn't say anything about this one being the same as the other two about the penalties, but I don't know if that means it's like you're allowed to press everyone. Payback date. This means he's got no way to pay up. But he did. He had that. He had that.
Press it.
That CD.
How much did he have left on his debt?
You wanted in round figures? About $100,000.
That's the whole amount. We're talking about a guy who had 58 cents in his wallet.
What? You telling me he wasn't even gonna pay for the coffee? He certainly seems to have been a brave man, this Mr. Elg. That guy was smooth, I tell you. Real smooth. You'll have your money in less than 5 minutes. That's what he said to me. The guy then calls me the tender tiger. He was skating on thin ice with me. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts to screaming.
What's next?
Yeah.
So he did have that disc.
Do we have, does it say, if it says on the disc, then we definitely, potentially worth millions of dollars.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
So what's first? That was not the first. Yeah, about $100,000. Yeah. What's next? No.
Should we press everything? It doesn't seem
Yeah.
like there's penalties for pressing.
Let's do that. Did he have any way of paying the loan back?
The fool was a gambler. He said he couldn't give it up till he had landed a big win. So I agreed to help him. Help him? You? I kept hitting him with ideas for ways he could get a big win. But the guy kept losing.
So you were helping him for his sake? Or yours?
Win through compromise. You help me, I help you. What's the difference, huh?
I don't believe this.
Nick, would anyone ever really ever loan money to someone they thought was unreliable? Like, for example, if it were you, I'd only loan you $5 max.
Thanks a lot, Maya.
That day we was to have a little chat. The kid had his payback date, see?
So how much were you expecting him to pay you back on that day?
What do you think? The whole package. $100,000 including interest.
That's a real heavyweight punch.
Once a client misses a repayment, you call the whole loan in. You want to make it in my world, that's all you gotta know.
And how many times had Mr. L been late with his repayments?
Once.
And how much was he supposed to pay back every month?
$50.
Damn.
Sounds like Mr. L was in a real sticky spot.
Yeah, at $50 a month, he'd never pay that huge loan off.
So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up.
So he did press that.
I'm about to flatten the guy. This is incriminating.
Was that because he...
The guy won the lottery. Was his last chance at a big win.
And you can confirm that this is the ticket in question.
That's it?
The Millionaire Radio Show starts at 1:30 p.m. and runs for 10 minutes. That fixes the time you two met with some accuracy.
And the whole scene was acted out again 30 minutes later. Also that Mr. Kudo would see it.
I can still see the kid's face now. I ain't never gonna forget it. Yes, I won $500,000. He got lucky, you know. Real lucky.
Was there anyone else in the restaurant at that time?
I don't remember.
If there was no one else there, I'll wear that ridiculous tiger shirt for a month. Mr. Armstrong, Maggie, and if I'm right, Viola Cadaverini were all there at that time.
So the victim had intended to repay you from his lottery winnings from the beginning?
Seemed that way to me.
But you wouldn't normally expect to win the lottery, would you?
Ha! The undying belief that your next roll will end the worst losing streak you've ever had. That's what defines a true gambler. He makes it sound so cool.
Don't be tempted, Nick. You haven't got the willpower for it.
Oh, I could be a gambler.
All I know is the kid took a shot and he got lucky in the end. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over.
The waitress, you mean?
The girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten the way, things would have been bada bing bada boom, over and done with.
Maybe I should push a little on this. About how things would have been? Yeah. What do you mean things would have been over and done with?
Are you all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my 100,000 bucks back. That's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
The tiger's motive, huh?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were at the beginning because he mentioned 100,000 again.
So the tiger was meeting Glenn Elk to get his money back. If Mr. Elk had just given him the lottery ticket, that would have been the end of it.
Yeah, so what's the tiger's motive? This is the big one. If I don't manage to undermine this testimony, it's all over for us. Why would he have had to poison Mr. Elg? And why did he loan him the money in the first place when he knew he couldn't repay him? Okay. Are you saying you had no other motives that day?
Yeah, so what?
Then why didn't you take the lottery ticket when you left?
Why do you think? Because of Four Eyes over there.
Because of Maggie?
How about you go ask Four Eyes about that $500,000 ticket? She wanted it so bad, she poisoned Elk's coffee. So it was unplanned. She didn't plan to do it. She just had cyanide.
Oh, wow!
She just had cyanide.
A likely theory. Your word hasn't held water lately, Mr. Tigre. Let's not forget this witness was actually at the scene, Trite.
The law don't exactly agree with some of the deals I said.
Oh, does it not?
I couldn't be there when the cops showed up, so I split. I see.
Your Honor, the witness's last few statements are worth a good 2 cups of coffee.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you happy with the testimony or would you like it amended?
What did he say?
More of the stuff he's already said.
Yeah.
I think he'll leave it.
Leave it?
I better leave it at that and try to figure something out. Try presenting the disc.
Yeah. I had no other what I wanted. He was there to get the disc.
Yeah, because that's why he brought it.
Yeah. He knew he could repay him.
Mm-hmm. Nope. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct?
I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right.
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after. What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch.
What is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber.
A computer virus? What does one of those do?
A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the inside of a computer.
A computer? What does one of those do?
I guess the beard isn't the only part of His Honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain it to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
Several $1 million?
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. That skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put up in order to borrow the money. You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get a hold of that program? Exactly. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, Trite. A man like him could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre need money to the tune of $1 million?
$1 million.
In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery.
How much of this do you know?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question.
I meant to take those.
According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs.
No one would pay a bill like that.
What do you mean?
If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
Yeah, sure.
But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay.
You can tell this is one of the tip-offs that this game is Japanese. not. Oh no, I'm so sad. This is your line.
I said it already.
Oh.
Because his very life depended on it.
Order. You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
Indeed it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire that $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glen Elg's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glen Elg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery win. Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on that all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. Oh, Tico wants out.
You want out, baby?
So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy.
Out once the sun's gone down. You want to hello?
He murdered Glen Elg and then made his next move. To frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glen Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. And they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godo? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan.
Order! Silence or I will get...
You put on a good show, Spiky. want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do?
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Wright?
Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused?
What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation.
Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me.
What? That's...
The truth.
But the witness looked nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although,
Oh.
now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I had ever seen.
Objection. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him?
Go.
Hey. Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? What?
Objection.
What?
Objection? Have you no pride, sir? This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Trite, here in court, we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godel is right.
Your Honor.
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as a judge with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
No! Oh, but Maggie...
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we've come so far!
You say he impersonated Glen Elg. You say he impersonated you. But none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. It just got on the desk. It didn't get on the keyboard.
Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger or you're gonna get mauled. You's got that?
All we managed to do here was chase him around a bit. But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Huh. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
This witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Hold it! Your Honor, sir. Wait!
Detective!
Detective Gumshoe! Sorry I took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My art's counting on this too.
What is it, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final, decisive piece of evidence.
What?
Oh. He wants back in.
I guess we're out of the courtroom now. Get in here.
Come here.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. He's weird.
Yeah. You're a grumpy old man like Mr. Kudo.
Oh, no, he's nothing like Mr. Kudo.
Nothing like Mr. Kudo,
He's
because he's
a
a little
sweet
sweetie
baby.
baby. You under the table, under the bed? Come. You want kisses? Hey.
January 8th, 2:48 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. You're on... I'm gonna pet Tico.
Oh, okay. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from this medicine bottle.
Oh, so do you know who the prince belong to now?
Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it.
You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're Furio Tigre's paw prints, all right.
That's great. We've got him now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He's laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make a difference whose prints are on that bottle now. What? Why not? What we need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glen Elk's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
This was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's all right. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
Detective Gumshoe? Maggie? You've been working on something for me?
Sorry I let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now.
Detective Gumshoe, wait!
He's gone.
Isn't there anything we can do now, Nick?
I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yes. Don't keep us all in suspense, Tride. Show us. Naturally. We can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste.
How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. But you lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
Well, I know I can't prove anything with this evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit.
Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final, decisive piece of evidence to the court.
Well, it's the bottle. It's at the end.
It's the bottle.
That's all we have. We'll find a
Why
way.
are they making us present it if it's supposed to be this?
I think it's supposed to be this. This is the defense's final piece of evidence.
Isn't that the victim's...
Your Honor, naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tigre.
What? But, Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone in here knows what the bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark.
My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle? Is that what you saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway?
A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence.
And this is where he...
Mr. Tigre, this is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains...
potassium cyanide.
This bottle contains potassium cyanide.
Potassium cyanide?
The poison used to murder Mr. Elg, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre, we found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You'd make a good clown, you know that?
What?
You ain't ever gonna get this to stick. You just making me laugh now. You think a chief bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
A bluff?
I can see straight through you, Phoenix Wright.
I don't even know what
That
that
ain't
is.
the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No, this is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger or you're gonna get ripped to shreds. I spit all over myself. The cyanide bottle was brown, and it was made of glass. That cheap piece of trash done look nothing like it.
Got him. At last.
What? Why's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle.
Is the bottle you're referring to? Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy looking suit fool you people. That lawyer's just playing games.
Tell him, Mr. Oh.
Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realize what you just said?
What I said? What did I just say? What?
You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
You don't know who you's messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me?
Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer, it was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. He screamed so high it broke the lights.
What's going on? It looks like a blackout.
Well done, Trite. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it while you watch the police restrain your prey.
Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go.
What?
How then? How are things going with Mr. Tigre, Mr. Godo?
He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glen Elg, Your Honor.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Furio Tigre is a truly frightening criminal.
Ha! The truly frightening one is that defense attorney over there. Godo.
Me? Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty! That is all. This court is adjourned. January 8th, 10 p.m. District Court to Fed and Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Maggie. I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago. But now I feel like I can forgive him.
Hey, that wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger.
Look, Nick, in the doorway.
Detective Gumshoe. Oh, I guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal. Wait.
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Maggie.
Thanks.
I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
Huh? Oh, well, Well, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around. Wait up, detective. He just ran off.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use. But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly.
Yeah, that's true.
Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles.
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick?
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. He clearly needs it. Maggie? You know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me, that's why. He thought I might have done it.
I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom. What? No.
Lunch special.
Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom.
That's...
A present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love.
It's kind of old. Did you get this yesterday?
I don't worry about that.
He said you lost weight and he was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe. I actually really like weenies, you know? Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know?
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today, didn't it?
Is it okay if I eat this now? So, how is it, Maggie? It's really good.
Where's Gumshoe? Oh, Okay, it's so the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up. Oh, and who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. I don't remember that part, that image. The last one. The end!
Yay!
We did it. And now, Edgeworth.
I think I love this image. I love all of the art for all these
Totally,
cases.
yeah.
But I remember, I think I used that one. That's the main image that I've used for reference for Bratworth.
Yeah.
So I've seen it a lot and I really love it. But
Oh yeah. Let's not spoil the next time.
Can't spoil the case. All right.
We did it.
I actually gotta look up when that case is.
So we're doing it before Bridge Turnabout.
We are doing it before Bridges Turnabout. So we're doing it on February 6th.
That's what you said yesterday.
Yeah. February 6th is the day we're doing that case because it's a one-day case, and if we did it on the actual day in February it takes place, it would happen after Bridge. So we're doing it the day before Bridge on the 6th.
It's a flashback.
Yeah.
We were gonna do it this way.
Yeah. That what we're playing is a memory.
Yeah. Actually, it's Phoenix reading about it.
It's Goro's memes.
It's not his memes.
It's his memes. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be back on February 6th at hopefully 3 p.m. if we're not late. But yeah, this was so fun.
Yeah.
That case, I like it more than I used to.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some weird stuff, but
Oh, sure.
yeah. So, we'll see you next time. A whoopie-doo.
Bye-bye.